staying here. We're staying here, the old bucking bronco. Hey. Today we're going out with my buddy Lance, old Captain Lance himself. Going out, gonna help him with some cow work today, little cowboying day work. And he's got a horse waiting for me, and we're gonna head out and work some of these cows, get them together. And I'm not exactly sure what we're doing, if we're loading them up or what, but I'm just here to help, and it should be a good day. Let's get it done. Oh, look at this old dog. What you doing, Bubba? What are you doing? You look like a retired dog, don't you? Are you retired, you old fat thing, you? I know you're smelling all my pups. Oh, look at this ugly thing. Goodness gracious. You are as ugly as it gets. So Lance called me up, asked me if I wanted to come along, and hell, I'm the Python Cowboy after all, so I better get out there and do some cowboying. Lance is a buddy of mine who's been helping me out with iguanas, with snakes, all kinds of different stuff, and mainly he's been captaining the boat on our iguana hunts, and he's been a major help to the operation. Yes, sir. So while cowboys are a dying breed, it is a very important way of life and a very important tradition, especially here in Florida. The first cowboy was here in Florida. They came over with the settlers, and you know, we have a long line of cowboying here in Florida. We know them as the Florida Crackers. And it's a very important tradition, one that we're trying to preserve. And we're gonna show y'all a little glimpse in the way of life that is cowboy. So what, we got a mom and a calf in here? All right, easy, easy. I'm sorry. So first things first, we're heading out on the horses, and we're looking for a calf that was lost in the palmettos, and we're gonna find its mama as well. Get them back together and start driving them to the rest of the herd. So when most people think of cowboys, they think of out west, they don't think of Florida. Little do they know that the first cowboy was actually here in Florida. Ponce de Leon, when he came over, he brought cows with him, and they were on horses, and they had to work the cows. So, you know, Florida had the first cowboy, and we've had a long line of cowboying since then. We're actually one of the leading producers of cattle today. No. All right, come on. So right now we're keeping these cows from getting over in this hole here, keeping them out there so they can start to pair them up. Got to do my job well. Hey. Easy, easy. Hey, we're staying here. We're staying here, the old bucking bronco. Hey. Hey. So in Florida, cowboying isn't only necessary for meat, but it's also necessary to keep our wildlands wild. A lot of the cattle ranches here in Florida, the cattle are all free roaming, and they're big pieces of property, and some of these properties are really the last remaining wildlands that have been untouched that we have here in Florida. Everything's getting turned into communities or golf courses or strip malls. And the only thing we have left are these big cattle ranches that these cattlemen protect. And you know, it's extremely important that we support them, have their back, and they continue this way of life. Today, getting all the cows together was actually very easy. Normally we got to go out into the woods and actually hunt these cows. That's why in Florida, you know, cowboys have different names. Florida crackers because they crack the whips, or also cow hunters because how you herd cow in Florida, a lot of times you actually have to go out and hunt them, get them together, find them, catch them with dogs, and it can be exciting. Don't get in my little cubby hole. You tell him. You tell him, old son. They ain't gonna get. So now that we got all the cattle together, we're driving them over to the cow pens to where we can separate them, get them vaccinated, get them wormed, and do everything we need to do. Golly, son, he's got a damn boxing glove for a nutsack. See that? It's like a boxing glove.
Breathe harder, a little bit more humidity, they'll be down in the hood. Get to pushing a little bit, they'll help in the road.
Goodness gracious.
My spirit animal.
You can tie that thing in a knot.
Hey.
So now that we got all the cattle together, we're driving them over to the cow pens to where we can separate them, get them vaccinated, get them wormed, and do everything we need to do. Yes, sir. So old Lance handed me the hot shot, and I started getting them cattle in line, getting them bunched up, and it's a little bit different than wrangling pythons. Let's go. Go. Hey. Come on. Let's go. Want me to kind of push him in? Come on. Oh, that's not good. I wasn't looking. Put my hand on the fence. So our cow boss today is Russell, and he's in charge of these cattle. He's running the whole operation. We're helping him out, and he gave me a few different jobs during the day. 1, 2. Perfect.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I need to give him this.
One of the jobs is me spraying the wormer on the back of the cattle, and we usually try to do it all at once.
You got the heifers right down, hon?
Go. Come on. So after we get all the adults wormed and do what we need to do with them, now it's time to start working on the calves. Once we get the calves in the chute, if they're a bull, we'll crop their ear, we'll then worm them, and then I'll tail them, and Russell gets in there and he'll cut their balls out. He castrates them, and we do this for a number of reasons. You want to turn the young bulls into steers because it's better for the meat, but mainly because once you get all these bulls out there together, especially if there's not enough cows around or it's a smaller area, they can actually fight and kill each other. And once you castrate them, remove their testicles, it takes out that testosterone, that urge to fight over females, and you have a much safer herd, a much more manageable herd, and all around you have better meat.
You got him, Mike?
Yep.
Out with him.
Out with him. Let's go.
You know, we have a lot of animals we got to work with out here. It's blazing hot. We don't want to stress them out. We want to keep them calm. And if we were out there applying numbing agent or anything like that on all these animals, it's just not realistic. If anything, it would just stress them out more. The pain really isn't a big deal to them. It's more or less just us messing with them. Once we cut out the balls, turn them loose, they act like nothing even happened. And you know, they're not in pain. It's what we got to do. You know, these cows got a much different life than one at a slaughterhouse or something like that. They roam free. They have a real life. And to me, your meat tastes better like that. It's better for the ecosystem. It's better for the animal. And it's something that everyone should be able to get behind. And it's definitely important that we keep these wildlands wild. And these cows help us do it.
All right, I'm gonna push them to y'all. Yo, 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 yo. Girl. Come on, girl. Yo.
To me, I think it's definitely important that people see stuff like this, they learn more about it, so they know where their meat's coming from, and they can be more in touch with it, with reality. You know, you get a lot of people that will call me a murderer for being out here hunting, removing invasive species, or even just hunting deer or whatever. And to me, I think it's definitely important that people see this, learn more about it, and understand more where their meat comes from. It's an important way of life and something we want to try to preserve. I definitely learned a lot today. I hope y'all did too. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and definitely hope to see you next time.